Hey to the people, welcome on in. It is time for the Real Housewives of Potomac review right here on No Chaser TV. I'm doing a little mic check 1 2 1 2 while we're doing this, so please let me know that y'all can hear me. I would greatly appreciate that. While I'm doing that, I want to thank you guys for tuning in last week and coming back in and tuning in this week. We greatly appreciate that. We are live on X, 2 Twitter accounts because we're back on the @NoChaser_TV Twitter/X account as officially up to date, as well as Facebook, Twitch, and all that other shit. With that being said, make sure that you guys like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notification bells, like Carlos King likes to say, and make sure that you tune in wherever we're live on to air. Hey, Tori B, what's the tea? What's going on, Diva?
I'm good, Ziva. I'm ready to say what needs to be said.
Okay, well, are we sure, Jada, that's going to come from Tori B?
That's all I got.
Hey, Jay, how are you?
Listen, I'm good. Child, we here.
Baby, everybody here is here. We live. We on time. My name is Chase, if you did not know. And Demisio somewhere in the back. I don't know if he's on the smoke break or not, but he back there as well as out there in the group chat. And so we're going to get right along down to it. Oh, my God. Can you see anybody? Oh, Lord Jesus, Diva.
No, you can't.
I can't see nobody.
No.
Child, I was wondering.
Nobody say nothing.
I was literally about to text you.
Not paying no damn attention. Okay, well, that was our intro. So whoop, there it is. It was always something going on over here down at No Chase TV. So I guess Demisio is on his smoke break because he should have took that down and he didn't. Lord, we ain't even started yet. The baby on us just got to take that smoke break. It's got to have that cigarette, you know. Demisio, what kind of cigarettes you smoke? You smoke Pokes,
Marlboros,
Virginia Slim. You light them on the stove. What's the tea? We the people want to know. All right.
Well, here goes TKC.
Uh-oh. Hey, TKC, where you been?
My fellow.
Oh, God. Well, oh, my goodness. Yes.
I knew they was going to go.
La Robinette. Where you been at, La Robinette? TKC? Oh, Jesus. All right. Anyway. All right. Here we go. So we are still in the bathroom or the restroom. You know, you guys, so we even get started, a bathroom is at your house and a restroom is anywhere other than, right?
Yes.
It's like a pet peeve of mine when people call it a bathroom and it's a restroom.
That's a country thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's really country.
Yeah, but I don't call it a bathroom. I mean, it's no tub in there. A bathroom.
What's country about it?
My bathroom has a tub in it, so I agree.
So we really grow.
But you're not resting in the bathroom, restroom.
Some people do.
The use a shit room or take a shit room. What are we gonna call it?
Some people do. Oh, the shit, the outhouse. No, that's country. The commode. Man,
how far do you want to go back? Do you want to be able to vote?
Child, is looking. Make sure if you're not registered to vote that y'all go register to vote, okay? All right. We haven't had happy hour in a while, but happy hour will be returning soon, so be on the lookout for that. And, before we took our season 1 break of happy hour, we were very, very hot on the political trail, and the sentiment still stands that if you have not registered to vote, please go do so. And if you are registered to vote, please do so, okay? I want to see stickers in November. All right, so we're still in the restroom.
I'm going to fire him.
You will hurt?
Go look at the comments.
Oh, my God.
I really can't stand him.
Who, La Robinette?
Yeah, I'm not even repeating. No, don't put that up there. Don't promote that. Do not
speak. What does it say?
Jill Stein.
No. It's Jill Stein's fault and it's Bernie Sanders' fault. We in the predicament we in that. Catch. Now we're still in the restroom apparently.
Yes.
Where Mia is hysterically crying and she can't believe it, Jesus. I can't believe they talked about me and my babies. Lord Jesus. I can't believe they did it to me. And Gizelle and Karen say that their intent was not to imply that Mia was not a good mother. And Mia says that Karen likes to deflect But to question Mia about her children is a new low for Karen. Wendy says that no one should, again, come from motherhood since they are all mothers, and that is at least the one thing they have in common. Is Jazzy a mother? Do we know?
I don't think so.
So
Well, I just would have been sitting there like, oh, okay. So before we do that, Wendy then Giselle then invites Wendy to lunch to discuss their years and years and years worth of bad blood that was rushed out of this episode quicker than the sighting of Sharice. And no one gets the Coming to America reference. Did anybody get the Coming to America reference by Wendy?
did. I'm old enough to know.
Boom, 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 boom. There's no Chaser TV, and we the best. All of other YouTubers want to feel our breath. Yeah. All right, stick that in. Don't care nobody say I can't freestyle, because one thing about me, I can do it. Anyway, do it right on to it. All right, this light is so bright, y'all. I got a new camera. We're working on the brightness and the saturation and the color of it all. This is the first time in 4 years I have not used my little iPhone for my camera, so I'm still trying to get used to this, but just bear with me. I know I look a little ashy, but y'all gonna have to deal with it. Send us some money so we can buy some lotion. Super chat's open. Anywho, Mia returns to the table after boohoo crying and not doing nothing about it, and Gizelle apologizes, as well as Karen, and they say that they don't want Mia to think that she's a bad mother. They think that Mia is a bad mother. Mia is bothered by their comments, but she knows the truth. Giselle and Wendy meet for lunch the next day. So that is the end of the Hatitude event. And so as the Hatitude event ends and the ladies were in the restroom and Mia was doing all that boohoo crying and all that, all of that, what did you think about Mia being deeply hurt and offended by Giselle and Karen's insinuation, Tori B, that Mia was not a good mother because she let her children see her in the bed with another man that was not their daddy? And does Karen like to deflect to take the heat off of her in the moment?
Yeah, two things could be true. Karen does like to deflect, and I agree with Giselle and Karen when they said that she did not protect her kids. Your kids should not be privy to who you laying in the bed with and who you having an affair with. So I agree with them. It might not have been the right venue, place, or time to have this conversation, but they were absolutely right in calling her ass out and saying that you were dead wrong. Your husband is on TMZ telling all your business, and you did not protect your children, and they should not see you in the bed with Mr. Ink.
Jay, did you have anything that you wanted to add to that?
No.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, no.
Well, I do. Yes, Karen does like to deflect. Y'all know that's my mama, but Karen likes to deflect. But that's Housewives 101. When you bring up something about someone else and they deflect it onto you, you're supposed to go say, blah, blah, no get back. And what they did, what was it? Project. You're supposed to do this and send it right back to them. I may be a bad mother, but at least I'm not a bad driver.
It's not equal.
That's what I came in to talk about, you being drunk and driving. Is Mia a bad mother? I would never say anyone's a bad mother because I love my mom way too much to say that any mom is a bad mom. I won't go there. Y'all know I go just by everywhere. I won't go there. But what I will say is the way that Mia has used this DNA thing to catapult her forward and continue her reality television career, the fact that she publicized that the children saw their mommy in bed with Mr. Ink. I would say there's some judgment that's lacking. How about that? Can we say that? Without your boohoo crying and storming out to the restroom, they were absolutely right. Oh, I won't say that they were absolutely right, but it is Housewives. Excuse me, it is Housewives. And you know what I noticed about Mia, especially when it comes to Giselle? Mia, for some reason, always thinks she's so safe when it comes to Giselle. And it's literally been every season that Giselle and Mia have been on the show together that Giselle has made a out of bounds, out of the way comment about Mia, and Mia never really has. It just never been enough for Mia to turn her back on her, and I don't understand that because the things that Gizelle has said about Mia over the years, especially with this, that would have been the icing on the cake. It's war with me and Gizelle. And I
Well,
understand if Mia was smart enough, she would also know that a storyline that would have been great would have been her versus Karen and Giselle.
I would say
Pick on both of them.
that does change at the end of this episode. What you
I
just
don't give a
said.
damn. I'm just
No.
well, yeah, I do. Well, okay, you're right. But I'm sorry, you're right. But as far as just right now is concerned, like it would have been no way they would have had me boohoo crying in the bathroom like that. It would have been no way. I would have boohoo cried and came out of the bathroom and got to cussing everybody out. I do think though, um, Giselle had a couple of plans this season. One was A to obviously save her spot on the show, which means, well, we'll see what Wendy in a little bit. I don't think her spot has ever really been in jeopardy, but if there was ever a time where Giselle's spot was in an ounce of jeopardy, it probably was when she found herself in the second season of that reunion. She was like, "Oh shit, what's going on?" Now Robin's not back. Okay, let me go ahead and do what I got to do with Wendy. But also as the anchors of the show, her and what's her and Karen, it feels like they planned that attack on Mia, and they know Mia can kind of take it, I guess, or thought she could take it, because obviously there's no other storyline there. What are they going to talk about? Jacqueline and her missing side teeth. Have y'all noticed that?
No.
No.
Go back
No.
and watch it. It's real bad too.
Mrs. Santi.
Jacqueline and Mrs. Sartif, no. We don't know Jazzy. We don't know Stacy enough. And who else was it? Ashley is a non-event. Vivian is a non-event. So who is it going to be? It's going to be Mia. And that's what, as people who have been on the show tenured in season, they do until they have new issues to fight with other people. They will have to fight with each other for a little bit, right? So, anywho, what the people saying? Read the comment for me before we move on.
It's a couple. Kids need to stay out of grown folks' business. Yeah.
Who?
I'm sorry. You don't do certain things in front of your children, especially when you married. And I don't appreciate, like, as somebody who came from divorced parents, don't do that in front of me. Like, that's not cool. Them kids are too young to be like. And besides that, you're talking about the paternity of your son and you're making it your storyline. I think that is narcissistic, and I think it's disgusting, frankly, to put it mildly. That's where I'm at with that.
Now, one thing about Tori B, y'all know she's gonna be disgusted down here on the No Chase TV. Uh, Giselle and Wendy meet for that abbreviated lunch, and Wendy says hell has frozen over because they're finally sitting down to discuss the issues that they've had lingering between the two of them. Now, I wrote Giselle, but for some reason, this note has Guzzler, so I'm sure that's just I don't know where that came from. Guzzler feels, Giselle feels, wow. Like when Wendy comes at you, she comes at you guns blazing and very condescending. And that's something that she doesn't like. There's no room for friendship when you speak to someone in a demeaning way. Really, Giselle? Is that so, Giselle? Um, hmm. Wendy receives, excuse me, Wendy states that it's unfair to police response when she, being Giselle, or aka Guzzler, as this note has, is the one who initiated the interaction between those two. Um, Giselle says she's not trying to police it, she's just letting her know how she feels. Wendy says that she doesn't like how Giselle tries to ice you out when she has an issue with you instead of speaking with you woman to woman to hash it out as an adult. Giselle says that if she doesn't like you, she doesn't want to have a conversation with you, and that's just that on that. Um, they both agree that they're going to go ahead and work on communicating with one another in the future when they have issues, and they move on to have laughter, oysters, and drinks. Now, Giselle says that she's feeling bestie-ish with Wendy, and Wendy says that she does not see bestie-ish in their immediate, near, or far future. Um, They then talk about the Hatitude brunch, and Wendy says that Mia is more hurt than they know when it comes to Giselle and Karen critiquing her mothering ability. Giselle then says that when Karen met Ink, she says that he was so little she was looking around and had to look down to actually see who he was. And Giselle also added that they don't see eye to eye. And Wendy laughs like she just got her long lost best friend, and they are, bosom buddies. Now, everybody on Instagram, social media, I'm sure the viewing public was very upset at that interaction because it seemed very one sided, or the bigger issues were swept under the rug or not even addressed. And it looked like Wendy was a pick me who was dying and ready to have that friendship back with Giselle. Um, Wendy has since stated that that is not true. Production, go ahead and move the comment for me, please. Wendy has since gone ahead and stated that that is absolutely categorically false. Tori B, if you're not on that on that alcohol, go ahead and read that for me, please, because you know how you get on the alcohol.
I know you ain't talking. No, baby. I brought up everything. Saying I could not use her bathroom at the Reasonably Shady event, saying it was okay for me to be assaulted because she did not like me, bringing up a fake rumor about my husband, talking badly about my mother, etc.
All right. Thank you so much there, Tori B. Jay, did you have, and I'm sure you had, some thoughts on that sit down, and now that Wendy has exposed the fact that there was more discussed in the 2 hour luncheon that we got to see 2 minutes of, what are your thoughts on everything?
I really don't care. This scene, I'm glad that they sat down. I don't care that things were not shown. There's always shit that's not shown. Whatever. I think Wendy is still a pick me, but they've moved on. This was not anything that I was looking forward to or cared about. Sorry.
All right. Well, before I give it to Tori B, I must say that I'm a stickler for the facts. Y'all, everybody know I like the facts. What are the facts? The facts are that in an effort to clean up Giselle's reputation, because everybody knows how pissed off the fans were with Giselle last season, I think that um, this was edited in a way not to get too dirty and not to bring us back to a place where we are absolutely over, sick, and tired of Giselle, which does mean cutting out a great deal and a great bulk of the conversation between the two ladies. And so I think that that was something done on the editing floor. And I think that that was a bad move because the thing about the way that reality TV is constructed, it's hard to have a conversation like this without showing everything that does not insult our intelligence. We automatically knew something was up, something was off. Either Wendy looks like the biggest pick me, or y'all edited out a lot of conversation. I'm glad Wendy did chime in and state, no, 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 divas. It did edit out a lot of the conversation, but it lends me to want to ask why. Like the thing that Potomac did very not Potomac, but the thing that Salt Lake City did this season that was very well done was they made that first episode the whole group of them. Now I don't want to see a whole hour of Wendy and Giselle going back and forth over what happened and what did not happen, but it could have definitely. We got two Stacy Roosh scenes. I love to know the fact that her daughter can speak multi languages and like to see her at home because that's how we get to know the ladies. But I mean, we could have sacrificed either that scene or her walking with Ashley. One of those scenes didn't need to be there. So I really do feel like more could have been shown. And if you want to be fair to both sides and protect both sides and protect one another, whatever. But I just feel like that was too vague considering how intense that has been over the years. And I would understand why you want to go ahead and just sweep it on the rug. I hope everybody forgot and just move past it because you want to go ahead and usher in a new era of Potomac and not be stuck in the past and all of those things. Which okay, but in order for us to move from the past, we have to address the past. And there was a lot of stuff unsaid and unaddressed. I really would have liked to have just seen Giselle at least for once own that, you know what, okay, I did initiate this. And once I initiated this, you got too damn nasty and I didn't like it. So I whatever, right? I could have even accepted that, but to not see Giselle have any accountability or ownership for what she did to contribute to the situation being the way that it is, I kind of did not like that, and I ain't live for it. Tori B, I know you want to talk, so come on Peel with it.
Thank you for mentioning the fact that we could have done less with another scene of Stacy Roosh, because I was going to say that. I myself was not a fan of the last two episodes, so for me, I would have liked a better scene of them two hashing this out. I'm not saying it had to be nasty. I'm not saying any of that. But it just came off very inauthentic, and you're not addressing. This is how many years? 2 or 3 seasons of them arguing, and you're just gonna make it seem like, oh, and it would have seemed like was they only showed the end of the conversation where they agreed to make amends and agree that they could both, do better, and that's it. No, ma'am, you came for my husband like you do everybody else's husband. No, ma'am, you told me I couldn't use your bathroom. No, ma'am, you came to my event and didn't want to speak to me. No, ma'am, you was talking shit about me on the last season, okay? And I pulled up on you. So TKC knows she does not play victim. Let's not forget, she pulled up when they was talking shit about her. Like, what were we talking about? Okay? So, I'm glad that Wendy addressed it and said, no, ma'am, I pulled her card. This was a 2-hour lunch. They chose to chop it and screw it to the point where it just made it seem like it was nothing. And so what I will say is what production has done to this show is not cool. Housewives are about conflict. We want to see the conflict resolved. So let's see the real conversation. This was not an authentic conversation that we got. It was 2 minutes of bullshit and fluff. And what you're doing is you're giving Gizelle a good edit, like you always do. You're trying to redeem her. And it's just like you're not really addressing the colorism issue. You giving her a redeeming arc. She never plays the villain, even though she's been the villain the almost the whole series, the whole all of the seasons. Coming for husbands is a villain thing. I'm sorry. So for me, it's a no. I thought this was a boring episode, and it would have did it more justice had we seen more of their authentic conversation.
I liked the episode. It felt like old Potomac. It felt like old Housewives. But then again, I am reminded. I'm not saying that you are one of those people, but I am reminded that a lot of people did not watch Potomac or did not like Potomac until that fight. I'm not saying that you're one of them. I'm just saying
Yeah.
Potomac was very much a hidden secret. It was almost like I remember those season 1 adverts that were like, "Oh, if you don't know about Potomac, that means we've been done a good job keeping it a secret." Potomac 1 through 4 was very, if you know, you know, especially 3 and 4, because 3 and 4 were really good. 1 and 2, you just had to really like Housewives and be a caprice to kind of watch those. But 3 and 4 were really good, and the fight kind of changed a lot in regards to Potomac. This feels like a hearkening to old Potomac, in my opinion. So for me, it wasn't boring, but I could see how others were boring. To me, it was like funny-ish. It wasn't a great episode, but I do feel like if you compare these first 2 episodes to the entirety of all of last season, these 2 episodes are better than all of last season, in my opinion. To me. I mean,
Look at me and Jay face. Me and Jay
okay,
like,
but that's y'all square. That's this my square. That's y'all square. That's why I got y'all up here because I know y'all not going to agree with nothing I say, even though I
It's
be right.
more about the chemistry of the group for me. Like, on one hand, I like the new girls, but this group in episode 2, granted it's early, it still feels like a disjointed group. Like, I like the energy kind of, but I miss how Potomac really was the one franchise that had people who had long-standing relationships, and
Mhm.
it's definitely missed right now.
But the long standing, I hear you. Yes, because the girls know each other. They know each other. I think that is a reason why people were calling for Giselle to be removed, but it was not going to happen because Karen and Giselle have a long standing relationship. Um, but at that point, somebody had to go. You know what I mean?
and don't bring back Sharice either. I don't want
I
to
would
see
say
her.
because y'all don't want Sharice. What is
I
Sharice?
love
What are y'all
Sharice.
so I don't
love
mind Sharice.
Sharice.
Sharice
She
don't
be
make me no
doing
never
too
mind.
much when she is on. Chase, what you did?
I'm trying to figure something out. Y'all keep talking about the stuff, the show, people.
I'm sorry. She be coming on doing too much. I feel like last season she definitely did too much. She came on screen and was doing way too much, inserting herself in the drama, and it just came off corny. And you know, she's so much fluff, and she just comes off inauthentic to me. So that's why I'm not a fan.
Sharice?
Yes.
Well, Sharice been telling y'all for seasons that Karen is a lying drunk hussy.
Now I do agree with that part, but I just feel like maybe not the
That
hussy.
Karen's a lying drunk hussy?
I'm not saying she a hussy. I think that part is fabricated, or maybe she
A liar?
The drunk part ain't a lie though.
But do you think Karen be lying?
She do.
She lies like she breathes. Her life is a lie.
Oh shit.
All right. Anyway, let's move on.
Yeah, because her husband ain't the Black Bill Gates.
Sure ain't.
He used to be. He once was.
When? In the 1800s.
Baby, you've got to make millions to own millions, okay?
I'm sorry.
Well, that's what she said.
Again, a lie.
I don't know. Stacy with her children at the house. We're going to move past that. We don't really care. So Kiana finally makes her appearance on screen. And the tease that I got regarding Kiana is that the reason why Kiana was not in that first episode, well, I didn't get that tea on that, but the reason why Kiana is there is because of the people. That's the tease I got from a very reliable source. That is an ironclad, rock solid source. Kiana was not coming back. The people raised hell. I don't know who those people could be. Could it be No Chaser TV?
Yeah,
maybe.
We always say Kay gotta come back.
Did I go to the streets? I went to the streets.
Yes.
But that's why she was back, and she came back with such a vengeance that they ended up giving her a champagne flute, which we will see why, allegedly, later on in the season, why she got one. That's what I've been told. So hold tight. I know it's a slow start for the people, but the people have said hold tight because there's a reason why Miss Thing got a peach, and there's allegedly a reason why Jazzy did not.
I hope she shows it because
she just got that.
Beautiful girl. Poor grammar aside, I think she's sweet.
She
Kay,
he right.
You talking about Kay?
Yes.
Yeah.
She said she meant to say she confused.
Doing this.
She's talking about some cohabitating, and she's talking about cohabitating.
Yeah.
It's okay. She's from up there.
But you know what? I will say Potomac always needs a slight illiterate because Monique wasn't the best with words.
Come on.
And neither was Portia.
Well.
And y'all love Portia.
Listen,
hey,
Monique used to have horrible sentence structure. I was like, girl, what the hell are you talking about? But college dropout. Anyways.
Well, I'm going to call it, do I have horrible sentence structure? I'm going to call it dropout.
Okay. She just happened. You didn't drop out of college to be a rapper. That shows, like, you know.
If I told you why I dropped out of college, you would really fall out.
Was it over a boy? I know you very well, right?
It wasn't over a boy. It was not over. It, like I wasn't like I'm going to, just leave. First of all, honestly, I had just had my first boyfriend, and the first time I was ever in love and stuff like that. So it wasn't that I dropped out because of him, but my focus was not on my studies; they were on my man.
Coin over a man any day.
I was young and I didn't need them coins at the time, child. I wasn't thinking in the future. I was thinking like, I don't have to pay for this stuff no way. I'm not paying for it. So.
Oh, somebody said Teresa. Yeah, you're right.
Who called me Teresa?
Teresa.
No. They talk Ramona. About the grandma thing that Jason.
Oh, Teresa.
Look, you done out of just.
So you got Mary. You got Teresa, and Mary, but we treat Mary with kid gloves. I'm not gonna go there because sister speaks like she is fine.
Don't do it.
Who else we got? Okay,
Felt
so
like she
Portia.
was dating her grandpa, huh?
Portia. You know, actually, a lot of these women, no shade, are a little, because even Gertie B saying some slow shit down in Miami, and I'd be
Oh my
like,
God. Okay, listen. So before I move forward, I meant to ask this question. I saw this popping up a lot on social media. I don't necessarily see it, but do y'all see this?
I
People are
see
saying
it.
that Stacy looks like Kenya.
I see it. She looks like
A little bit. I
yeah,
see a
it's in the
difference.
mouth area.
They're both
But
from Detroit. They both like white men.
Yeah.
What else?
well, never mind. You know what? I need to watch my mouth because I was gonna say something that have these people in the comments mad at me more than normal.
Okay, well, now look at you thinking first.
I
I
know,
kind of like
but
it. I kind of don't.
I mean, I just Potomac, Potomac's children in comparison to other cities.
Uh-uh. Uh-uh.
Read between the lines.
Yeah, that's enough. All
So
right, so
Stacy
Kiana.
and Kenya have differences there.
Okay. Kiana visits Karen, and it did remind me of Karen and Monique. So I don't know if that means Jay was right or not, but I'm not going there. Now, I did want to say that I really loved Kiana's very much Dolce Gabbana inspired floral moment in the confessional.
That was
Top
pretty.
Yes,
10. That was a top 10 Potomac confessional
yes.
all
Except
time.
that blonde wig.
Now, I was going to say that blonde and Mary J. Blige. I don't know what the Mary J. Blige came up next.
No, I actually jumped when I saw that on screen because I would
Hell.
not have, like, I would expect Mia to wear some shit like that. But when I saw it, I said, oh shit.
I didn't like it. I said, now see, now here you come up here looking DC Southeast.
Listen, she's from
Mm-mm.
Baltimore.
Yeah. Looking like you're out there from where, because where Aunt Robin stay? Great
Hanover.
Falls?
Hanover.
Great.
Hanover.
Damn, I am gonna miss Karen getting Robin together. That was like a train that came on time every year. Um, cause you're lonely in Hanover. Ooh! All right. So she's moved in to cohabitate with her man Greg while they build a new house. And Kiana was not invited to Karen's birthday because Giselle was afraid she was going to show up in that blonde wig. And so there was not enough room at the table because Vivian was occupying space. Now,
Yeah, they could have let Vivian not be there and replace her with Kay.
Vivian could have been a waiter. Like, girl,
I got some teas on Vivian, but it's not like nothing bad or nothing juicy or nothing like that.
But why she ain't switch her wig? Because I'm tired of it.
But
I want to
well,
be there.
when you just get mic'd up for free, you may not, that's all I got. Get mic'd up for free. All right, so Karen hopes that she, being Kiana, is invited to the G&A event. And Kiana says, the ghetto? No, ma'am. Been there, done that. Got a t-shirt and beat a bitch ass. She will not be going to the next G&A event, whether she's invited or not. Karen says that the Hatitude Party felt like an inquisition set up by Gizelle. And she knows Giselle better than anyone, and Giselle is messy. So she wouldn't expect anything less. She wants to know who her real bitches are. And if you fuck with Karen, baby, it's over. It's deuces. Ashley and Stacy on before well, let's just okay. I did want to say when I got to thinking about it, it absolutely 100% was a setup. I think maybe what's the lady name? Giselle? Maybe Giselle pulled a double cross because maybe Giselle was on one end of the phone like, girl, we're going to get me an ass at that event. And then maybe she was on the phone with me like, girl, we're going to get Karen ass at this event. I don't know. But I do think the drink being called the Grand Dominant being the non-alcoholic version of the juice, and all that kind of stuff, it was shady. It's classic housewives shade. But what I will say, and we're going to get into it in just a little bit, but what I will say when it comes to the classic housewives shade is don't see that's one thing about Giselle I don't like. Don't you dish it. Then when it comes around, you can't take it. Because at first I was a little upset and I started thinking about, do I feel bad? No. And I don't. Tori B, ain't nothing to talk about here. So and I know you would have something to say, but just hold off on it, okay?
I'm good on it.
All right, ain't nothing to say. But I did want to get that out before I forget. Do I feel bad when Karen brings up that this might possibly have been a setup? Now I don't feel so bad about what happened with Gizelle later on in the episode. Ashley and Stacy go on a walk, and Stacy tells Ashley that she still stays with her husband, and Ashley is shocked and taken aback that anybody would still stay with their ex-husband or their husband while getting a divorce.
That's the pot calling the kettle
White.
Biracial.
Ashley is shocked and wants to know what they're doing because, in her experience, if you stay with your husband, that means that there's still some emotional ties there. Baby, I'm gonna let one of y'all have Ashley because I can't. Stacey asks Ashley how she identifies her boys, which is a question that I don't think I've ever really been heard, ever really been heard asked of Ashley, and it's a good talking point. Ashley says that they don't have the qualities that they can physically see in themselves to compare themselves, obviously, to other Black children their age, and so she's trying to make sure that she lets them know and keeps them aware of their Blackness via books.
Their grandmama Black. Their uncle, what's the uncle that keep her honest? I like
Now,
Uncle.
they're Uncle Black.
Uncle
But do you think Lim? What his name is? Uncle what? Lump.
Lump.
Lump,
Uncle
yeah.
Lump. That's
Ooh, Lump don't play with her ass like I never said the N word. Oh, let me not say that. Okay, no more Hennessy Margarita. Let me put this up because you may be right, Toy B. I was gonna say something so mean, but I don't care. I'm gonna say it.
Do it. Yeah, I can't
No,
be
it's not that mean. It probably ain't even that funny now. I probably took the air out of it. But the reason somebody brought up Ashley mama, and the thing is, does she really want to be taking them children under the bridges?
Lord.
Let me ask you, do y'all think that Ashley is gonna get something? Well, no, she didn't get nothing for herself, so never mind. I answer my question. She definitely not gonna get nothing out of Michael for her mama, because Michael didn't give her nothing, right?
Well, I mean, they was paying her bills because she was with some broke. Listen, I don't get it. I mean, I guess when you're desperate, a desperate woman, I don't know. I can't relate. It's very confusing to me how you could ask your daughter for money and you lay up with a man and he don't pay no bills and you could be out on the street. I could be broke by myself. I don't need no man to be laying up under me and not paying not a damn bill. That don't make no sense to me.
Do we know where Ashley's mom is from? Because she gives me a certain part of the U.S. and I'm just not gonna say
what part? What's about?
Just say it.
No, I'm not.
Where? Okay, no, you don't.
Where do you think she's from?
I don't know. I don't know where she's from.
Nutbush.
See, it gives a very specific delusional country woman. Like there's a very specific person because I'm related to several of them. Like she reminds me of a lot of delusional women from a certain part of the South.
Florida?
Alabama. I don't know.
She's more like a Kentucky, like she fell off a Kentucky kind of wagon. Like.
Okay. Now Ashley says that she's gonna keep her children Black by reading them books. Ashley identifies as Black. Having been raised by her Black family because her white daddy didn't want nothing to do with her.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, somebody on Twitter definitely said, "Yeah, you identify as Black because your daddy."
Somebody said on Twitter. I know I was the only one thinking like, did we not just see a scene of your daddy turning your way at the door?
Everybody said it.
So Ashley identifies as being Black by choice, unlike Brand, not by choice, excuse me, unlike Brand, who had the choice and did not choose.
Brent is Pippi Longstocking, child.
There's your New York review, guys. Oh, y'all don't want me to review that show because I watched that second episode, and baby, the way I would tell Brand ass every which way but loose.
I hate Brand.
I hate her too. I hate her for a myriad of reasons. I hate her. Anyway,
she fell asleep on the episode too. She said she fell asleep.
But then she tried to keep her job there and say, but it was at the end. And to be like inside boiling. You could just feel like he just boiling on the inside. But if he go off on national television, it's gonna be his ass.
Child. I'm from New York and I will not watch it.
Well, that's
It's
that.
mm,
It's not reminiscent of anything, New York.
It's not, but what I will say is I never thought that I would give that Karen her flowers, but she is pulling her weight from a storyline perspective because her husband doing her money like that. Oh, I said
oh,
that's a real storyline.
oh, you talking about Rachel Green?
Yeah,
That is
her.
Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah, her. But that is like crazy. When she said that, I was like, no wonder why she's so freaking pissed. Anyway, back to Potomac, you
Not
guys.
Ro Maga.
All right, y'all stop. Okay. Ashley identifies as black, having been forced to be raised by her black family. Um, and Stacy is wanting her daughter to be proud to be a black girl as well. Now, Stacy is in love with her new boo. I cannot pronounce that. Beau. Is it Beau?
Bo, yes.
Thank you, new Beau. I spelled it right. I just, sometimes. Anyway,
You
her
got
new
it.
bro. They've been together for a couple of months and they have not had sex yet because he is a devout Christian. Now, Ashley says it couldn't be her. Why would they? I know. Listen, see, this is the thing, right? Maybe Potomac's at like, I'm not saying that y'all are not at a higher level because you guys obviously are, but there's a higher level of thinking when they're setting these scenes up. And you have to have like a really, 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 really deep and rich humor palette to find. Ashley, speaking to Stacy, being shocked about Stacy's like relationship status, her marital status, her living arrangements, the way that she raises her children to be like shocking and taboo. Fucking Ashley. Like to me, that's why I was like, this is crazy. Like, what? Why is Ashley so like appalled when Ashley lives the life that she lives? Right. Anyway, Ashley asks Stacy if she wants to marry him, and Stacy does not say yes or no, but she does say that they, I guess, according to her, are along that path. Um, her boyfriend's a devout Christian. Ashley says it can never be her because they have not had sex yet. Did anyone want to talk about? I think you did, Tori B. I saw you tweeting and twatting a few things about.
No. Yeah, we got to talk about this.
Go. All right, well, talk away, Diva.
Yes, I'm worried for Stacy. You're old, you're a woman of a certain age. You need to test drive that thing. I mean, I do not agree with Ashley being the messenger of this, but what I did see on Twitter is that a famous YouTuber absolutely spoke about Sherry Shepherd's experience and saying that Sherry also dated a devout Christian, and don't be fooled by it because the man is a deadbeat, and she shortly found out after marrying him that he had ED. Do not do this, ladies. You always test drive. God forbid you stuck in the marriage because you ain't test drive that thing and then married somebody. That is insane. You're not a virgin anymore. It's okay. You have a child. Test drive that thing. That is insane. There's no way I'm marrying somebody and not knowing what he working with or anything. Okay, make sure it works. That's
Jay,
insane.
did you have any thoughts?
You know, so far I like Not Kenya. I think she's sweet, she's pretty, but it's just like sometimes, like when she talks, you can just kind of tell it's just like a little seesaw sound in her head. Like she's not the brightest cookie in the bag. I'm just like, girl, get some dick. But she just that is a special woman. Like something about Not Kenya really, I don't know. That's it.
Well, I just did all that. Just said all that. I cracked myself up. I said, "Y'all catch this camera working." I started talking, and I did not. Anyway, anywho, um, her response to Ashley gave me, she don't want to marry that man.
because he's broke. Probably. If so he was apparently also on the Parkers, like as an extra actor. Like he's not exactly.
What?
That's why she don't want to be with him because he's broke. You come from like a German banker, businessman, whatever. She probably just, I don't know. But again, I think Stacy is a little slow. She just doesn't think.
Yeah, at this age. And furthermore, what I'm also going to say is, why are you talking about marriage when you haven't even divorced your first husband?
Why she can't talk? They are not together. They separated. They in the same house. I can talk. Tori, really?
No. What you mean, really? I think that's very delusional. Okay, I was.
He's dating. She's dating.
No. That's not the problem. What I'm saying is, you need to have a period where you should be by yourself. You jumping from one relationship to another is very delusional. I was been in long-term relationships and took a break. Be
But
by
everybody
myself.
don't do it like you do it.
I get it, but a marriage, she should be by herself. I think it's something wrong with her. And you talking about jumping into another marriage with somebody else before you got a divorce. I'm not saying they can't date while living in the same house. I don't have a problem with that. But to be talking about marriage, she should be dating and dating multiple people. That's the delusion I'm talking about. Ladies, don't do this. That's a repressive society. Do not jump from one marriage to another. This is insanity. She should be hopping from penis to penis safely.
So you think?
So
Go
I
ahead.
was gonna
Have a
say,
whole phase.
I was gonna say, like allegedly, and I don't know if this is true. She's 39, which
No, she's not.
that's what I saw online. I don't. She got to be older than that. But if she is, I have more questions.
I'm not doing that.
I swear, I googled it and I was like, she's pretty, but that's a mature 39.
Hey, production, let me know how many people we got in the room before we move forward to the end of the episode. Hey, Dream, thank you for coming in. Hey, everybody, because there's so many of y'all in here right now, and I'm on this good Hennessy margarita. So, yeah.
They saying she 39 too. This is what I'm saying. Live life, child.
Okay.
You
We're
gonna
doing
go
good.
from a
77.
German man to a devout Christian and not test drive that thing? I would date first. Sorry. See what else is out there. I mean, the dating pool do got piss in it, but I mean,
She find a good Christian man, and y'all want her to
She
move.
reminds me of a black Mormon. That they have that kind of act. I grew up across some Mormons. Like,
hey, what my recap at? Because y'all is off the chain today. All right. To finish out the episode, Karen meets up with Gizelle and tells her that the Hatitude party felt like an inquisition. Karen tells Giselle she clocked her about the Grand Dame drink. And then they talk about Jack Wellen with them sad teeth. And Karen says that she is on time out because Jack Wellen got her fucked up. Giselle wants to know what Jack Wellen has done. And Jacqueline allegedly, well, not even allegedly, she made a remark that nobody here can judge until the court proceedings come out. And I think that Jacqueline maybe didn't even mean it the way she sounded. At least I thought she didn't mean it the way it sounded because she just talking, trying to get a pizza she will never get or a champagne flute that will never come. But she actually did say that, and she actually did mean that. And so now she is on thin ice with what's the lady name?
Corn.
With Kern Huger. Karen said Gizelle didn't invite Kiana, and Gizelle tells Karen that she'll invite her to the GNA event, but she feels like it is shady for Karen to have gone back and told Kiana that she was not invited because there wasn't enough room at the table, and she was also afraid she was going to show up in that blonde wig. Giselle is having a GNA event on a Friday night, and that will be to honor and raise money. Will first be to honor her father who passed away from a brain tumor, and it's going to be to honor and benefit the National Brain Tumor Society, who the event is in conjunction with. Karen says that she's definitely going to be there as her event is earlier in the day, and she's being honored for Nobody really knows. Um, and you know, Giselle says that she got an invitation 3 months prior for the same event, and Karen's name was not on the event. Giselle thinks that Karen. Uh, oh, she thinks that Karen begged to be honored, um, forgetting the fact that she has 9 citations. The next morning at 6:30 a.m. prompt, Karen sends out a group text, sans Jack Wellet and the missing teeth. On it, I
Yo,
gotta get Jacqueline was missing from the group text, and she sent it out to the rest of the ladies, letting them know that her event is Friday, and that she has arranged with Jazzy to have transportation to and fro both events, which she encourages all of the ladies to support. Um, Now, this makes Giselle upset, and she says that she thought that they were friends, and that the group is now torn between both events. Giselle says her event is to honor her father, and Karen is to honor her hitting a tree. That's what Giselle said. All right. So the day of the event, Giselle says that she doesn't want to see any other ladies, and this event is very serious and not a bar crawl. um, Ashley feels that this is intentional by Karen Huger, and that Karen being so adamant about honoring her parents and grieving in that process should know how important this event is to Giselle, as it is in honor of Giselle's late father, which is something that Karen seems to always tout and hold in high regard. And I know I'm breaking down, but shut the fuck up, Ashley. I am so sorry. Maybe Ashley right. It's just like whenever Ashley speaks, it's disingenuous, it's always gross, and it's always like
she's annoying.
ugh, shut up. Anyway, Karen says with all of her negative press, she is happy to be seen in her community for her contributions. Stacy feels Karen has put everyone in an uncomfortable position, but they're going to go and support both. Now, Vivian is at the GNA event because that's where she can get mic'd up at, I guess. Jazzy calls Ashley and says they will be there at 8:30. Ashley says, well, the event ends at 9, so probably isn't the best that you guys don't even come at this point. Jazzy says, "Oh, we'll make it by 8. We could try 8." And they both agree that 8 is a suitable time for the ladies to arrive. Ashley goes and tells Giselle that the ladies said that they will be there at 8:30, and Giselle says, "Absolutely not," in my Miss Quiet voice. Jacqueline arrives to the GNA event, and Giselle tells her that she is in a doghouse with Karen because of that comment that she made, and Jacqueline is confused as to why that would bother Karen, because Jacqueline feels that the comment is true about her finding out and the group finding out once the court case goes down. The group does a high and bye to Karen, and then they go ahead and travel all the way across DC to Giselle's event. They make it there at 8:03 p.m. And as they're entering the room, sends Wendy and Kiana, who are Team Karen at this point. Giselle approaches the ladies and brings her security guard with them and lets them know that they ads could not come into the event. I went ahead and broke everything down so we can go ahead and talk about it. We're going to go ahead and open up the phone lines in just a few moments. Jay, what did you think about the remainder of the episode from Karen going ahead and sending out an invite? Do you feel like that was a big deal, or do you feel like Karen was wrong, or Giselle was doing too much, to Giselle turning the ladies away at the door? Jay, what did you think?
So I definitely feel like she should have been more sensitive to Giselle's event. I think that, she knew what she was doing. Because again, all this for an award that we don't know what it actually was for, and y'all couldn't even get filming permits. Like, you're just trying to be spiteful. I think, what else? Oh my gosh, what the hell else? Oh, them getting thrown away at the door, very petty, but I like it. I mean, I feel like we haven't had one of these moments since Karen escorted Robin and Gizelle out of her old charity event. I mean, whatever. That's all I got
Okay.
right now. I'm a little high. Sorry.
Okay. Well, just don't admit that on camera, baby. That's
Oh.
Tori B.
I think I'm gonna say this. Giselle was on 10 before once Karen sent the text about, both events. She said they didn't need to come from jump. So she wanted a moment. Yes, it was for her dad. It was in honor of her dad, and I get that. I'm not gonna forget that he was a colorist. And that's in the um all you want is documented. In the museum. Okay. I will say, because that's where she learned it from. What I will say is um Karen was a little wrong here with doing this. I think she was on them pills, them pain pills, and she forgot all the details of everything. But I think it was a good job for Kiana and Wendy to stay at that event rather than going to the GNA event. What I will say is Giselle can't say much either because I don't know what GNA fusion is. That was not explained. I don't get where that came from. Let's be very clear. I worked in corporate. She could have held this event and honored her father under her own name. She did not need to use GNA to promote this event. It really doesn't make any sense why she did that. Second, another thing I'm gonna point out is you didn't need security. It was just too over the top for me. And I'm gonna say this: Ashley is now the new lap dog, and it was like she sicked Ashley on them, and it was just team too much all around for me. I feel like Ashley doesn't have a brain of her own. And she, Giselle is in the background pulling the strings. I don't have time for it. I need her to grow a set, grow a backbone. Why do you have to be the face to push all the girls out and do all the talk in between the ladies? It just seemed to me that this was Giselle's plan to have a moment. And that's what it came off to me as. She has a right to be upset, but it seemed like she made a bigger moment than it had to be.
You know, as I mentioned earlier, and I mentioned it earlier so I wouldn't forget because I normally tend to forget a lot of stuff. Um, I don't really feel bad that Karen had an event at the same time as Giselle. Do I think it is? I don't even know if I feel like it's tacky. I feel like that happens, and maybe because I stayed in Atlanta for 10 years, or you guys stay in very heavy populated cities where things are going on. People have events at the same time. Either you make both, you make one, or you make none. So I don't really see in my opinion, I don't really see what the issue was. It happens, right? And so, okay, do I feel like it was get back for Karen feeling like she was at the Inquisition? Yes, absolutely. And did I feel like Karen did it? She said it herself. She knew that she was the most popular out of the two in the group, and the girls were going to definitely go ahead and support her. Absolutely. But what you need to be careful is using people as a pawn to get back at Giselle because eventually people are not going to be dealt with you because they feel like you're using them, especially to get at somebody through a petty grudge. You did not like that the girl named that drank the grand dame and set those ladies up there, half of them who are insignificant in the grand scheme of the Potomac lexicon, to come for you and to say things to you like Jacqueline with them teeth did, talking about, well, we'll see when the court case comes out and all that stuff. And she was the one, she called me when she was drunk and all that stuff. You didn't like it, rightfully so. And so I feel like this is her get back. Is Karen ever going to admit that? Absolutely not, because I don't think that Karen found out the day of or the day before that she was going to be honored with that event. I think that initially she was just going to go to the event, get her thing, and then come meet the ladies later at the other event. And then when Giselle put that stunt, which we must admit, Giselle definitely put. Well, I feel like Giselle put a stunt. Y'all ain't got to admit it. For me and mine, yeah, let's get into it. For me and mine, Giselle pulled a stunt and Karen pulled one back. Now, for Giselle to be doing all of this, see, now this is when I have to go ahead and question the authenticity of a person. Because remember last week I said I was gonna give Giselle the benefit of the doubt, but now I ain't giving her the benefit of the doubt. You definitely did do that shit to be messy, nasty, and petty because you made all kinds of nasty, petty, shady, catty remarks about her hitting trees and DUIs and 9 citations, this and that. Why is that the first thing you go to instead of going to her and saying whatever you said? It is Housewives, but it also leads me to believe that you weren't doing it anyway for out of the goodness and the kindness and the genuineness of your heart. Giselle full of shit. I don't feel bad for her. And, I know a lot of people were Team Giselle as in regards to putting the ladies out. But in my opinion, if the event is for charity, thank you for coming whenever you could come. Open them motherfucking wallets. Let's get to the charity. So for me,
Agreed.
I won't turn nobody away from no charity event if that's what it's for. It's for charity. And it looked like to me it was a bunch of like Nina used to call them Twitter people. Like a bunch of you was taking selfies with the Twitter people. How much were you charging $5 a pop like Sheree? No, you weren't. So really, even though it was for charity, even though the ladies could have, should have, and would have been there, they still came, and that to me shows a willingness to, make an effort. I take effort into great consideration that you hauled through traffic with a driver or without a driver, whatever, TV, no TV. You still came through all this way. So thank y'all for coming. I appreciate y'all for coming. Shut y'all ass up. Don't make no scenes. Sit y'all ass in the back and give me some money. So that's why I don't fuck with Giselle on this. Sorry, I'm not rocking with Giselle, and I really don't think she should have put them people out. We got a caller. Hey, Dolce Delicious.
Hi.
Hello.
Okay, so hope everyone's doing good tonight.
Yeah.
I originally said how I stopped watching Potomac because I was just so upset with the colorism. It hurt me bad, and I took it personally, honestly, because I thought they were attacking Wendy. Okay, so jump start to this season. I saw a clip of this episode on TikTok. I said, "Oh, they won me back because this is old school season 1 Potomac, where Giselle showed up early to the party at Cha Cha's house, tried to do her wig, and remember Giselle brought that her hairdresser, and she got kicked out of that party. This is old school, but
Yeah.
Giselle knew about Karen's event. She told on herself. She said, I got invited to the event, but Karen's name wasn't on it. I doubt that. Karen's name probably was lower on the list somewhere, and then she found out she was actually going to get honored during the event. So then Giselle and Ashley throw their event or invite everybody 1 week before it. So how much thought did you put in your own event for your dad, quote unquote? 1 week before? That's not enough time. I don't know. Maybe I just think it's all fake. I think it was all fake.
It is. What is GNA fusion?
Exactly. What they have not even explained that. They haven't made the correlation. And what I would have done, if you're trying to be a boss bee, I would have told each one of them girls, I need $500 from each of y'all. Run it. And I would have I would have embarrassed them. You give me $500 or you leave, and then I would call them broke the whole season.
It's not even that. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's a charity event. You don't behave like this at charity events.
True.
So to me, all of it was fake, and it just was totally unnecessary. Giselle Bryant could have just hosted the event and not did it under the name of GNA or whatever have you. But I feel like she also, enlisted Ashley to do her bidding.
Right.
Because
And Ashley went running like a little coward.
there you go. So
And now she's going to try to blame the door closing on her arm as someone attacking her. I wish someone would knock her out. Like, I don't know. She just gets on my nerves. I can't stand Ashley.
yeah, she should have been gone, but Candy Kane.
Y'all can't take Ashley, and that's fine.
What? Hold on. What does Ashley really bring to the show? She should have been let go.
Ashley is messy. Ashley is messy as hell, but Ashley brings a very fun delusion. She's 2 steps away from a soup kitchen. Like, we know that Ashley's life is in shambles, but the thing is, Ashley's chaos has fueled Potomac for 5,
But that was
6
Michael.
seasons.
Michael
but that was
stopped.
still part of her though, because
But Michael's not engaging with us anymore. So thus Ashley does not need to be here anymore. I need Michael out here grabbing, out here touching, doing all the things so we could talk about it, and her looking crazy on that morning show that they did to explain their story. Remember, she even combed her hair good that when they video that. Like, come on, she needs to bring Michael back on.
He's
You
not
know?
going to.
I'm
Good.
sorry. No, she is just. I find Ashley so entertaining.
Did you miss Robin, or are you done with
Absolutely. I
He's
miss
a
Robin.
Robin. He's a La Robin.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're a Robin fan?
Yes, I'm a La
Oh
Robin. I'm a Robin
okay.
of
I've never met one in person. It's just bizarre.
Nothing we're
Like-
like some sort of endangered species. You know what? You kind of ate that. I'll let you have that. You did kind of.
I didn't mean that was honest reaction.
No. It's cute. I picked it up. Stacy. It was very. Oh, do you mind us drinking in front of you? I got what you're doing.
That was tea though. That she did perfect on that because Karen tried to come at her like, "Oh, where's your ring? Are you married?" That was kind of rude, you know. So she had to get her
It was
together.
very rude. She was well within her right to clock Karen on that.
Right. Do you miss
Side note-
Candy Girl? Do we miss Candace or no?
I do.
I
Okay.
don't.
I don't, but Kiana's a flop for me right now. So it's
Well,
kind of
she just got on. Come on.
Yeah, we got to give her time to grow.
She did nothing.
She needs a couple episodes.
okay.
Jay.
I like her. Beautiful. I like Kay. I do. She feels very.
When she messed up
disconnected
with the
from
grandma, he was like out the door.
Then she showed up with that grandma wig.
That was
Yeah.
That was a bad
I was like,
wig.
why, ma'am? Why? But okay, that's all for me. But all right.
Also, I don't like. This is random. I hate the lighting in Giselle's confessional. It is so dark and
I
ugly.
gotta fix the light in mine.
Well, it
actually.
represents Giselle. She's
What-
not. She's not a ray of. Not a ray of light. She's hateful. She's
Uh-oh.
mean.
She's caring.
She's unkind.
Down now.
Okay, I'll go.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Dolce Delicious. We love
Bye.
you. Thank you so much. for
I
coming
love
in.
you. You funny.
Dolce Delicious is at just about every show.
I
We got
know,
another
but
caller.
she don't come up like that.
I know she doesn't come. Oh, look at production doing their job. I didn't mean to do that, Mel. I'm sorry. Mel, I apologize. I was going to add you, but the production staff added you themselves. So look at that. Welcome, Mel.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey.
Well,
You know what? Hi. I was going to say, Giselle, you know what? Listen, I definitely feel sorry for her father, passing, but I really do. But I think that for me, I do. But I think that for me, she was up to her old tricks again. That woman she just don't know how to have anything. And unfortunately that event, and again, no disrespect to her father, looked very cheap, looked about as cheap as her podcast. So why in the world would the ladies want to go from one event to that thing in the rain? It make no sense to me. Now, the thing that's fake about Giselle is that she was at that, whatever that scene was with Wendy, and they were talking, and she didn't give anything. I know Wendy said that they were there for a long time and things were said, but what she said was that, I don't like my feelings hurt, and this is how I am. Now that was crazy. That was totally crazy that the production would allow that to be airing and not show a very balanced conversation. We waited for 3 years for them to have a conversation that was going to have some substance to it, and all we got was that. That was stupid.
right.
And then I think that, so now you had the conversation with Wendy. Now Wendy and Kiana, I believe the lady who very cute lady name is, they were very smart. They stayed with Karen because what if they would have got on that that whatever that thing was, when they would have went to the event with the ladies, then she would have turned on Wendy just that fast, because she was looking for a moment. She wanted whoever came into that event after 8 o'clock, she was going to say, "This is my event, I want you to go," and she was going to call that very big boned bodyguard over there to try to do something. So I think that for me, it just was, she was a hot mess. She was up to all her old tricks again. Again, I much respect to her for losing her father in that way, but yeah, I'm not tricked by Giselle at all. I'm not tricked by her, being soft. I'm not tricked by her legs. I'm not tricked by her attitude. Nothing when it comes to Giselle Bryant. No, it was terrible.
Mel,
All
you
right,
remind
Mel,
me
did
of
you have anything
Chloe.
else?
What you going to say?
Did you have anything else?
Oh, wait, what do I have else? Not really. I don't think. I mean, I think somebody was saying, yes, y'all said it, whatever. It wasn't really,
Boring.
It wasn't a good episode, and then I miss Candace. I miss her. Listen, that's why I love Miss Candace. But it was not. It was nothing. It was nothing. But I will say that Miga's kids, even though it's unfortunate that she shows them, because she's such a very controversial lady. They were very beautiful. Her kids were very cute and very very cute scene.
Who cares?
Mia kids, they were very beautiful, very very beautiful children. And I enjoy Stacy. I like how how floaty and
Floaty.
I like her energy.
We
All
like
right,
not
now.
Kenya.
What?
Non-Kenya, yeah, that's true. Yeah, look, she's a younger version of Kenya. She's definitely a chocolate Barbie doll. She's a little. She's cute. She's a cute lady, and she's not being mean right now. So let's see what
She's
happens.
coming.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Mel, for all your support every week. We truly appreciate you calling. We got one more caller, and then we're gonna go ahead and get on out of here. Okay?
All right.
All right.
Bye, Mel.
Mel really reminds me of Cohen so much. And
Speaking
here
of
he is.
which, hey, Cohen, how are you?
Hey, how are y'all?
Great.
Like y'all are like the same. Like they remind me so much of each other.
Oh, well, I guess that's a compliment. So thank you.
It is.
All right. Well, that's good. I guess I'm not gonna lie. I'm not really liking this season.
Yep, Cohen, you agreeing with me and Jay. We're not feeling it.
Yeah, I'm
Cohen
not
is
really
my
liking
boo.
it.
We always on the same team.
I know.
Usually, I'm not gonna lie. I think now, as much as I love Candace, she definitely could have gone this season. But I think we did kind of need Robin because I feel as though
Oh, hell no!
We did. We absolutely did.
No, this was
To
the
do
season.
what?
To be a
Well,
Disney
she would.
bitch?
Okay. Well, she would have got
They
got
can't-
Karen. She would have got Karen together. I do feel that, but I also
You
feel
and
as though-
Robin would have got Karen together?
I think so, a little bit.
Go ahead, baby. Go ahead.
I think she would have, but we saw what happened last year, so I see why they got rid of her. But I do think that this actually would have been the season for her to actually, do something. But at the same time, though, I do think that Karen is gonna have a horrible season. I think she's about to. It's about to be over for her because Gizelle looks really, really good. And honestly, tonight is kind of showing that because for someone that said blame their DUI on their dead mom, excuse me, that was mean, but it's the truth. She did
tell a lie.
She did do that, and I know grieving is definitely it ebbs and flows, but to blame a DUI on your mom when you could have literally killed somebody in the same instance, and then you're having an event and then kind of telling them to go to your event when this girl's dad passed away. I thought she would have known better, especially since she's screaming that in real time. I'm just being honest.
I love Cohen.
I
So
can't
much.
disagree with Cohen about her blaming her, her mother's death.
I can't disagree about any of it, but I don't care. So there's that.
I
That's my
agree with
mama. That's my mama.
Child, that's not a reason to be out there driving drunk. You could have killed somebody else's mama or child. That's just not cool.
Also, there was alcohol in the car.
There was alcohol in the car, and that's another.
Man,
No,
allegedly.
It's not allegedly.
You gotta say allegedly.
Oh, well,
Allegedly.
yes,
Well,
allegedly.
I don't know. But she said because Jack Wellen say we're gonna see when they come to court. So we don't know yet. Go ahead. Is the production? Thank you, production. Cohen, you have any other thoughts?
Well, to be honest, like I will say I do like some of the new girls. I do like this cast overall. I don't know. I'm gonna give it a few more weeks, but hopefully it speeds up.
It's
But
dry, right? It's dry, Cohen.
It just start, y'all. We on a hard reset. It's 2 episodes into the hard reset. Give it some time. Give it some time.
Mother is watching.
They said the numbers are down. I mean, but they down. I don't know. Can we compare it to Real Housewives of Salt Lake City?
They're down across the board. I mean, Salt Lake for it is doing good, but I mean everybody's kind of down. I think the real test is going to be when Beverly Hills comes back.
Because people watch them regardless, and they have been born for years. Trust me, I've been recapping it since season 10 or 11. Oh my god,
I like Beverly Hills.
I like Beverly Hills too. Sorry,
it's okay.
I mean, I don't care. It's okay. It's not all that. The girls work. I feel like the girls work twice as hard on each and every other city and get half of what Beverly Hills get.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Budgets are different, baby.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna be real.
Well, why?
because it's the glitz and the glam. I'm gonna be real with you. I think it's been good since Erica been caught up in this nonsense with
Mhm.
her.
That
That's
is
because
true.
you inch our private eye over there. That's why.
You damn right. I like it.
She likes stuff like that.
Miami is top tier. I agree. Miami
Yeah,
Now
is.
Miami,
I hope
yeah,
y'all
I love
watch it this
Miami.
season because it almost didn't come back.
I know. I heard. I heard.
If
Oh
anyone needs
wow.
to go, it's Dubai.
Yeah,
I
they definitely can go.
I
Honestly,
heard. Well, allegedly, it was. The news ain't come out yet, but wait for it.
We'll see. I mean, I won't be surprised if they go.
But they
Did
the
we
other
lose our?
franchise that actually gives real money, real like you know what I mean. They're not caught up in fraudulent stuff, trying to live up to a lifestyle. So they're on.
Yes.
I would think they're on par with Beverly Hills with the glitz and the glam. But
I feel like Miami's more on par with Beverly Hills. Well, at
yeah,
least when Dr. Nicole was there, because Gertie definitely lived in like Pensacola. Um,
You know what?
she does live far though.
Dr. Nicole was the one. You absolutely right.
They done
Because
ran her off.
I
well,
mean,
she
didn't she
had
have
a baby.
postpartum? Yeah.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
had postpartum.
No, and they also at Alexia and what the lady name was with the long face? Marisol also are hanging out with Anthony's ex wife.
I
And she's
did.
been
I
filming.
saw that.
I did see that. But Alexia, I know Alexia ain't talking when she just got married and her marriage is over.
I
Exact
just
some
want
money.
I just want Adriana to get a mojito. That's
Yeah,
all.
same. I love Adriana.
I would like
Right.
Kiki to have it if I got to choose.
But Kiki's like poor, isn't she?
That's why. So was Nene. I want Kiki to have it.
Yeah, but every time Kiki talks, it's like very struggle. Like, oh, I'm just warming up hot dogs on the stove.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
I mean, the way she talks
I know.
about like,
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I love a hot dog, a boiled hot dog. Like,
Okay. Corn, did you have anything else you wanted to add?
Well, tomorrow is my birthday, so
Oh, that's right. You are a Libra, right?
I am. I
That's not
am.
a Scorpio, but congratulations. Happy
Oh,
birthday.
and last thing,
Scorpio.
I finally finished my MBA in 10 months, so I'm happy about that as well. So I'm done with school.
Congratulations.
Well, we are so you wait. You finished it?
Yeah, in 10 months, so I'm done now.
Oh,
This week I
congratulations!
finished it.
We are so happy for you. This is like our little baby. The three of us is like a little baby. We watched them grow up, so we're so happy for you. You had anything else you want to announce on my platform?
That's pretty. That's pretty much it. I mean, it's pretty much it.
No,
I don't
that's
need
all
to
right.
plug
That's
anything
all
else, but thank you.
That is so crazy because you know whose birthday is today?
Wellington, I know.
Yeah, and your birthday
Yes.
is tomorrow. I don't know how I did that, but I did that. All right. All right, child. Get on down off my stage now.
All right, goodbye.
Happy birthday. Oh, that's my
Thank
baby
you.
right there.
Bye,
All right.
Cohen.
All right, we finna go, but I
Bye.
want to go right now, but I can't go right now without going ahead and getting the man who came up here and put y'all comments up. You got something you want to say or no, Diva?
I do.
Oh,
Oh God, and just to piggyback on what y'all said, that is exactly why I cannot stand Alexia and her long neck and Mars Gold is wrong. Because they always doing
Potomac,
something. Why is they meet with their like
Potomac.
ex-husband? Like I just get sick of them. But okay. So I will start with I do enjoy Kay, and I want y'all to give my girl just a few more episodes before we just cast judgment on her, but I did enjoy her little moment with Karen. It does, however, baffles me when people do everything that married people do except get married. Like buying a house with your boyfriend, but y'all ain't married yet. I mean, to each his own. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know. Um, The Leah thing, like I said last week, at the end of the day, was it wrong that Giselle and Karen said that to her? Absolutely. But was it the truth? Absolutely. And somebody had to say it. She needs to hear it. And maybe she'll get some sense to stop using them kids for a storyline. And then she won't have to worry about running to the bathroom and crying her eyes out. When what she should have been doing was throwing it right back on Karen. Didn't you hit a tree? I'm sorry. When Giselle kept saying that, I'm not going to lie. As much as I can't stand her, I died. Every time she said that lady hit a tree because Karen did do that shit and trying to act like All these other problems is what caused it. It's just like, no, Karen, you're just a drunk. You're an old drunk, and I love Karen down. Karen is my favorite, but it's just like you got to call a spade sometimes. And they've been saying this about you for a long time, girl, before your parents died. So we have maybe can do her a little justice. Um, Ashley is just them kids is white. Ashley, first of all, let's start there. Those are white children. Anyways, it's crazy that Ashley wants to know all these details about Stacy's divorce, but don't have anything to offer up on when she's gonna be divorcing Michael. I'm just so confused on that. Like, girl, did you do the same thing that she's trying to judge?
What just happened?
I don't know.
Hold on, I'm sorry, I got a phone call. My bad.
Oh, that was
I got a phone call.
so
Sorry. But
aggressive.
did you do the same thing that you're talking shit about Stacy for doing? Like, when you living with Michael, rubbing his feet and all that, as you just said last reunion? Ashley, I'm gonna need you to simmer down, sweetheart. And
That's the Lord blocking your words.
She do need to have sex with that man before
Ah!
they get married because I'm sorry, and
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not
make
even
that
as
clear.
old as Stacy is, but baby, we not finna be in no relationship 6, 7, 8 going on a year, and we ain't had sex yet, and then I get with you, and then the sex ain't great, so it's just like a year of my life has went to waste,
You just got to have that sex, huh?
baby. I do.
Demetrio, how old are you?
We're not 23.
You're a baby.
I'm in the younger
How could
age
you,
caliber.
Lorel? You just a baby, Lorel. How could you?
Oh, that's so. I just want to I just want to pat you on the back. I love your innocence. So young.
Innocent.
I mean, you know.
That thing ain't nobody's innocent wearing red lipstick before she was 18.
Lip gloss with a red tint. Thank you, not
Okay, all right,
lipstick.
whatever. Hey, all right. Hey.
Okay, and as far as the event goes, I blame Ashley for all of this because at the end of the day, she talked to them people and she told them a specific time, and they got there at that time, and Gizelle with her raggedy big ankle ass
Oh, what?
gonna kick them out. It's just like if you felt that way, you should have just told Ashley from the jump, like, no, they cannot come. Like, if they ain't here, then it's not no coming at a certain time. Like, it's not no be here at this. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, it was a charity event. So at the
All right. Demetria, are you there?
I don't think he is.
Okay, well, we got to go because it's late. Demetrio, I don't know if you're talking. We can't hear you. Demetrio, well, hold on to it till next week for me. And go on in there in the comments and wet TKC a couple of times because he's definitely trying you tonight.
He is. But that's my boo.
Wow. You need to get him together, baby. Because he is definitely letting you
Some
have
of the Robins stay
With
together.
that being said,
We
listen,
do.
whatever the episode lacks, No Chaser TV, this panel, our callers, our group chat, you guys, for almost over 100 viewers tonight, make it worthwhile. Make sure that you guys subscribe, comment, follow these guys on their socials, and interact with them as well. Jay doesn't necessarily talk housewives, but Tori is always down to talk housewives as well. Follow Tori, follow Jay, follow No Chaser TV, become a part of our group chat, become one of the diva. Become one of the divas. I want to thank everybody for watching on where were we on? Okay, Twitch, X, Facebook, YouTube. Thanks for tuning in. I don't give a damn what y'all say. I feel like she shouldn't have turned on people away at the door, but that's just because maybe I'm a little too southern and a little too class for that. I don't turn nobody away at the door. Either they come and you show them and you don't invite them back no more. That's normally what I would do. But you guys would turn them away at the door, correct?
Absolutely.
Good night.
No.
Good night. You wouldn't do it, Torby?
No, especially for a charity event. You want their money, let them in the door. Maybe you would have met your goal, right?
Boop, there it is. With that being said, thank you guys for tuning in as usual, and we will see you soon. We got OC coming up for you guys. I'm going to be honest with y'all. Moment of transparency. Unsolicited moment of transparency. Last week I lost my job, and so I was just sitting in the dark, down on my luck, back against the wind. But I'm back. I'm better than ever, and everything happens for a reason. I wasn't really dedicated to the job because I was dedicated to No Chaser TV. I go back through those lives, especially those morning ones when I was saying, y'all, I'm probably gonna get in trouble. I should be doing my work. But I was breaking news with Tori B on this channel. And so I put the channel first, and those are the ramifications thereof. But I don't regret a decision I made in regards to that channel. With this channel, in regards to my job, I tried to do both as best I could. But my heart is here. And so that only freed up more opportunity for my heart to be here. I know you guys said you want to schedule. November is full, packed of schedule. Mondays are going to be a double-decker dose of reality TV review. Try saying that 3 times fast. We're going to be doing Potomac at 7, and immediately after Potomac, we're going to go right into on another live Love and Marriage Huntsville, because we love doing Huntsville. Tuesdays are going to be reserved for Married to Medicine when they come back, and then, you know, et cetera, et cetera. We may or may not do Bell Collective. I love the Bells. Y'all watch the Bells? Y'all watch Bell Collective?
No.
I did when it first started.
Oh, bitch, you up here?
I watched it.
Okay, all right, that's fine. We may do. I didn't know he was up. He can be up here. He work here. He can be up here. I just didn't know. But switch me though. You don't be over. Why I'm over here and you over there? Everybody think they just run and stuff. That's the problem. All right. But yeah, so we got a bunch of stuff that we're doing. I am going to go ahead and commit to Salt Lake City because I committed to it. That schedule is not going to be on a time schedule. It is going to be very irregular. I am by myself doing this because I can't get Jay to show up. I asked him, he said no. There goes the seat. I asked Jay, Jay said he didn't want to do it. So I asked Jay. Tori B is already on 2 shows, plus Happy Hour is coming back. Demisio is wonderful and excellent in his role here on Potomac. Well, not on Potomac, but here on all of our shows, helping me run it. And I need him to do that. Plus, you can catch him on other YouTube platforms where he's giving his opinion as well as giving it here. He's busy. And so that's a show that I guess I'll be doing by myself for the time being. And because of that, y'all gonna get it when y'all get it. And that's just that. I committed to it. I'm gonna do it. But I don't really want to. But I committed to it. So look out for that. And anything else y'all got? Y'all gonna find a way to suggest it because you always do. Make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, turn your notification bells, in the words of Carlos King, and we will see y'all for the next Potomac, okay? Mwah. Bye, divas.
Bye.
Thanks, guys. Okay, how to let this go? Okay, there we go. Boom, boom. Bam.